welcome guys to another Locked In My Challenge series. And today we have Angela here with the Watch and Find Out clickbait header. And then, yeah, Angela, go on and introduce yourself.
Okay, hi guys. I'm Angela. I'm a current junior in Georgia. Yeah, so it's kind of not San Francisco for sure, but I'm in an IB program, so I'm a first year IB student. And like most of my content that I post on LinkedIn is philosophy, a little bit of language, and just like general advice, things like that.
Yep. Okay, so let's get into the presentation. I wonder what it would be about. Oh, staying stoic. Okay,
Yes.
Brad, it's yours. Have it, Angela. So, yep.
Yes. Okay. So if you know me, if you've seen any of my posts, then you know that I post maybe like 50%, a little bit more than that. Depends on the day, depends on my mood. But I post a lot about stoicism. And funny story is at the beginning of my stoic journey, I pronounced it stoicism. And I talked to my teacher about it. And then she was like, "Oh, do you mean stoicism?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly." So it's a kind of funny story. But yeah. Okay. So what is stoicism? Stoicism is kind of like an internet philosophy, kind of. I've heard a lot of people talk about it and a lot of people hate on it, but a lot of people also don't understand what it's about entirely. They think it's about staying indifferent and nonchalant per se, but it's not exactly that per se. It's about focusing on virtue, and we have four main virtues here that I listed out for you. We have wisdom, temperance, courage, and justice. So it's about focusing on using these virtues to approach all of your situations and environments that you're in. So if you're having a bad environment, if something negative happened to you, you just take that as a growing opportunity with these four virtues and just grow as a person in general. And another big thing of Stoicism is radical acceptance. So that would be putting everything in two categories. So there's things that you can control and things that you can't control. And if you can control it, you, like I said, you focus on the virtues and you approach everything with that control. And if you can't control it, you just let it be. You can't control it, ergo, why would you spend time worrying about it? You know what I mean? Sorry, that's my sister. Um, the next last thing is something why I love stoicism so much. It's because it challenges us to be our highest selves, because it keeps challenging you to be virtuous and show virtue through difficult situations. So that's something that I like to keep in mind when people are like, why do you like stoicism so much? Why do you post about it so much? So yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. And then here I have three of my favorite practices in stoicism for you. Um, the first one I'm gonna talk about is amor fati, which is love of fate in Latin. And that's kind of like the dichotomy of control that I talked about. It's kind of just accepting that everything happens because there's always a reason, right? And everything happens for a reason. So why would you take your time and try to fix things when fate has your back? That's the first one. And then the second one is premeditatio malorum, which is the premeditation of evils. And it's funny enough because a lot of modern people use it today. Like Elon Musk uses it. It's kind of called inversion thinking. So you kind of just try to anticipate anything bad that'll happen. So when it does happen, you're like you're less devastated. You're like less heartbroken. So that's a big thing. Um, and if you oh, and then voluntary discomfort, it's not in stoicism per se. It's not inside of it de facto, but it's something that I like to talk about because before I talked about stoicism, I was I was actively seeking discomfort in some situations because I was like, "Oh, it's a good opportunity for me to grow." But this is actually a big practice too because you're actively seeking these circumstances to practice your virtue once again. So those are some things, and obviously there are more practices, etc. But these are my favorite three practices that I try to push myself to do, like on a daily or weekly basis. Oh, okay. I also really love Marcus Aurelius. This is this is the goat. Okay, he was born in 121 A.D. A bona fide emperor, one of my favorite historical figures, classical figures. Uh, he wrote this book called Meditations. So it was released around 100, just a little bit, just a little bit in his like youth, but it's kind of a hard read if you like reading a bunch of action books because he's like talking about, oh, like it's thank you to this person, thank you to this person at the beginning, but it's a great read and it's very endearing. So love to check it out. Okay, just kidding, guys. So my presentation is actually not about Stoicism. It's about the liveliness of Latin. In the past, how long have we been on air? Like, oh, it's been 6 or 7 minutes. It's been 6 minutes. So, um, it's about 6 minutes, and I've already used almost 10 Latin words. So directly derived from the Latin vocabulary. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have used those words. Okay, next slide. Okay, so when I tell people I'm doing something for Latin class or a Latin club, they're like, "Oh, you mean the dance?" Well, actually, no, I don't mean the dance. I mean the Latin language or the lingua latina. It's very essential and helpful for you if you're interested in law, medicine, coding, or the Catholic Church. So everything like that. And I have a little statistic for you right here. So it's all the Romance languages like French, Italian, Romanian, Spanish, and Portuguese, they're heavily relied on Latin, and it's also 60 to 80% of English. So it's actually very much in use today. Yeah, next. Okay, oh, yes. And then here are some historical figures that you may or may not know, you may or may not heard of. So we have Marcus Aurelius, of course. He, although he wrote Meditations in Greek, he was born in ancient Rome, and then they spoke Latin there. So we have Virgil, we have Cicero, we have Caesar, and we have Augustus. So here are just some of the influential figures that I picked out, but there's so many more. Okay. And there are so many reasons why you can take Latin today. I think it should be pretty necessary for everyone to take because unfortunately it is considered a dead language right now. But I just picked out two for you guys because yeah. The first one would be that it sharpens your brain. Latin, unlike many of the other languages that I've learned and I am learning right now, it doesn't use a bunch of like filler words, or not filler words, but just words that like he, you, like subject words. So it has like the subject inside the verb. So it's like part of the conjugation, but a lot of it's just like that. There's a bunch of cases and a bunch of endings. And every time I read Latin, it's just like I have to translate something, but I have to like analyze every single word in the sentence, and I have to analyze the endings because everything has like the same root, but the endings differ based on like the usage of the sentence. So it's kind of like a mental gym. I like to call it that. So it really helps you with being alert in what you're reading and slow you down if you're a quick reader like me. It helps you think critically and solve your problems. So it's very helpful. And the second one is kind of something that I posted before on LinkedIn. It's the key to the classical world. So if you're a literature fan like me, if you like reading Shakespeare, Dante, and then we have like some writers in the Golden Age, Cicero, Virgil, Ovid, and then Seneca and Tacitus. Any of these, yes, you can read like the translated version, but reading the Latin is actually much more helpful. My post went something along the lines that reading something is like it's like playing if reading a translated text is like reading it's like playing the game telephone because you're translating, there's a messenger in the middle, and it's like yes, the meaning's very similar, but there's like little tips and like nooks and crannies that you want to get. So if you do learn Latin, it's a very personal and original situation. So yes, those are like some of the reasons you should learn Latin. Yes, and gratias maximas. If you know what that means, it means you should take Latin. Yay.
Okay, thanks, Angela. Gratis Maximus. I thought that's like thank you or something.
Yes. See, it's a sign you should take Latin now.
Latin, but one, yeah, I know like it gets your brain sharpening, but I just feel like the application is really hard. Like, oh, hello, hi, I'm gonna speak to Latin with you today.
It's
It's,
aura though. It's like so much aura.
I do know what's Lantinus tigrinus.
I'm sorry.
Lantinus tigrinus.
Is that wait, can you type it? It's the last word sounds like tiger.
Let me send it to you. The only two Latin word Lantinus tigrinus. Siletropace Gideon. I only know these two words on WhatsApp chat.
Got it.
I want to know
Okay.
like how applicable is the Latin? Like,
It's so applicable. Like if you're going to law or medicine, then you're gonna run
oh,
into
okay.
all the time, and coding too. If you're a literature fan, if you like reading at all, then you're definitely gonna see that around too, but
Mm.
just probably less. Okay. I don't know what the second one is, but this isn't the first one like a slow type or I don't know. It looks like a slow tiger.
It's a mushroom.
Mushroom tiger, mushroom tiger. Yeah,
Okay, okay. Yeah,
yeah.
but cause like we went on I just memorized this one, and then the second one is like a beetle, like
Oh, so like biology.
yeah, cause that's the like I just saw the animal's name and and then Teliqua is like the my Pluton skink papaya. And then yeah, following up, I think I would like the three things you mentioned about stoicism is the like the what was that again? Jeez. The first one is I forgot the, the Latin name. Yes. Amor fati is the just
Yeah.
wait, what can you explain a bit more of the origin of this word if you
Yes. Yeah. So when I said said 10 Latin words in my little spiel before the actual presentation, it didn't actually include these. But wait, which one do you want? The first one, premeditatio.
yeah,
Me-
sure,
mo-
go for that.
Yeah. So if we break this word down, the first one is premeditation, and the second one's evil. But if you look at the ending of malorum, it's actually the genitive ending. So it means premeditation of evils because the genitive uses the possessive. And the same thing with amor fati. Amor fati, like the ending is an I, so it's the genitive, and it says love of faith. So whenever it's the genitive,
Whoa, that's
I
pretty cool.
know
Wait.
it's so cool, right? It's so cool. Yeah. So you can kind of like break words down and see what they mean. And also, I've heard that it's very easy. It's very helpful in the SAT if you don't know like the vocabulary section because you can break the word down and you're like, oh, this root means this and this root means this. So if you combine it, like this is kind of what it means. So
Mm-mm.
yeah.
And for me, I really like to use like, for me, it's mainly premeditatio malorium, and also I don't have and amor fati, and I just feel these two like the one the premeditatio one like just you can just keep on revisioning yourself and like just get yourself in the. But like, I think it's just a balance. If you keep on thinking negative, it's not good. But you just need a balance of that because I think a lot of us just don't understand like the worst possible scenario, and you're just coping
Mm.
yourself to brace for that.
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
definitely agree.
and
It's
the amor fati is just like to um just like really get yourself to how do you say that like I'm thinking of the right word like just like the fundamentals of stoicism basically just accept everything and only what you can change is your how you react and not get
yeah,
frustrated and
exactly.
yeah.
That's exactly right. We have two stoics right here, guys.
Wait so Angela would love to we're running a bit short, maybe 2 more minutes, so would love to know like how you normally like do these practices. So do you just think it out in your mind, or if there's like an actual schedule or like some like time dedicated to this, or
To Latin or to stoicism.
both.
Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, so are you asking about like my journey? Like how I got
Mm.
into it?
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure, sure.
Okay, so for Latin, it's actually a funny story because I got into it in 8th grade, so 2022, and
Oh
we had
wow.
option. Yeah, I know, it's been a while, but we had this option to take this zero period class, so like an extra class that we had to wake up an hour or 2 hours early for, um, at this high school.
Okay.
And like I didn't really want to do it because I didn't like waking up early, but I had a lot of friends who were doing it, and I was like, why not? It's just
Mm,
another language, right? But I actually got to the class and it was a very, very hard language class. I took language classes in the past before, but nothing was as hard as Latin. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And the teacher was really nice. The teacher, oh, he's such a good, like Mr. Alan Farnsworth. He retired recently, but or he yeah, but it was just a great time. But it was until my first state convention, like a competition in the state of Georgia for Latin, that I realized how important Latin is, because it was like where I met so many people who were also taking Latin. Everyone was very different. Everyone had different backgrounds and different cultures, but everyone was like united by Latin.
mm,
And it was just a great community, one of my favorite communities to this day.
mm, mm.
And yeah, I was like, okay, this is worth taking. So I decided to take it at my high school, even though my high school doesn't offer it. So it was kind of a big decision to take it online, but
Okay, so
I'm
it's like more of a passion thing.
yeah, 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 definitely.
Nice, nice. And for stoicism?
Stoicism, well, I only got into philosophy in August 2025, and it
Oh,
was yeah, I know, but
and you memorized the whole Taoism book. Jeez.
I didn't memorize it. I just like read different versions.
You read different versions. Oh wow.
Yeah,
And
but
doing all this while surviving on a 3 a.m. sleep schedule. Ah, yeah, yeah.
oh, Jen exposing me.
Right. But yeah. Yeah, try and sleep earlier. Wait, how do you survive on that? Actually, I can't do that. Like,
Oh, like I know you told me not to, but I always nap when I get home.
yeah, I think nap is the easiest way for you to like just stay up late. And really, for me, it doesn't work sleeping late because
Mhm.
I my brain basically goes off if I sleep late, and I just
Oh,
I need a lot of sleep for me. And like in the day, I just can't remember anything or do anything in the day if I don't have sleep.
oh, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but
But
it's
I know I, like, watched your podcast with Ben, and you were like, "Oh, I just adapted, like, this new sleep schedule this year," and it was
yeah,
like, "Oh, you sleep at 10 and you wake up at 4." Like, that's insane.
yeah, something. But now last few days has been pretty late, so I think it's just I just need to sleep earlier today because we got a big football game, and then yeah, I think
Oh, you
that's
mean soccer? Wait, soccer or football?
football, like football. I'm not gonna
Like
change. No,
American football?
no. Jeez. Okay, yeah. I think rage bait works a lot of ways. So I get rage bait, and then you get rage bait, and someone else get rage bait, but it's all like a cycle. And
Yeah.
yeah, Bruno's right in the chat. Nah, she's okay. Wait, let me just show you the chat.
I'm like, "I wanna see the chat." "Hey, guys." Bro, now you got okay, okay.
And,
Angela, low-key, modern Marcus. Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, that's such a big compliment. Thank you, thank you.
yeah,
What did he say? We have a very interesting RLS. What does that mean?
relationship. I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm just, like, not caught up into, like, snoo slang like that, but it's okay.
Yeah. And yeah, gotta hop off today, but thanks for having you today to like present. Wait, how do you remove this?
Thank you, it was fun.
Thanks, Angela. And huh? How do you get rid of this? Oh, remove only. And then okay. Okay, so
Yay,
yeah, have a nice one, guys.
have a
Thanks.
great
Okay. Bye bye.